The reasons why Taremi is having a season well below the probably too high expectations. Everything depends on the league he came from. After scoring 189 goals in 377 games, Mehdi Taremi arrived in Milan, on the Inter side of the city. It seemed like yet another brilliant free signing by President Pep Marotta, who over the years has proven himself a true master of free transfers. But so far, the Iranian striker has turned out to be a flop, or just slightly better. In 37 matches, he has scored just 3 goals, and his overall contribution to the team hasn't exactly been unforgettable. But what are the reasons behind this flop? Here's the idea I came up with. Stay with me for a moment. Taremi, born in Iran in July 1992, played in his home country, then in Qatar and Portugal before coming to Italy. In every country he played in, he showed a decent sense of goal, even winning the top scorer title for times. But in Europe, his numbers have been far less impressive. 11 goals in 29 games, with only one season reaching 5 goals in 7 matches. As for top scorer titles, he was crowned twice in Iran and twice in Portugal, playing for 2 different teams, Rio Ave and Porto. However, if we look closer, being the top scorer in Portugal is not exactly a reliable indicator when buying a player. Let's go through the winners of the Bola de Prata, the Portuguese Golden Boot, over the last 30 years. In the 1994-95 season, the top scorer was Hassan Nader, a Moroccan playing for Farense. Throughout his European career, he only managed to win a Portuguese Cup with Benfica after being signed following his breakout season. But there, too, he was little more than a flop. In 1995-96, the title went to Domingos of Porto, a striker who, after many successful years in Portugal, scored just 6 goals in 50 appearances in Spain with Tenerife from 1996-97 to 2001-2002. Mario Jardel won the title 5 times, 4 with Porto, once with Sporting Lisbon, while Pena won it once with Porto. Jardel was undoubtedly a phenomenon in Portugal, with 2 European Golden Shoes and 2 Champions League top scorer titles, but outside of Portugal, a series of major flops, especially at Bolton and Ancona. Although he did well in Turkey, Pena managed just 1 goal in 17 games for Strasbourg in France, and nothing more in Europe. In 2000 to 2003, the top scorer title was shared between Ferry Fay and Simo Sabrosa. Ferry spent his whole career in Portugal. Simo succeeded abroad, winning with Atletico Madrid. In 2003-2004, the title went to Benny McCarthy, who won the Champions League with Porto, and later did well in England after playing for Ajax and Celta Vigo. Brazilian striker Lee Deason won it in the 2004-2005 season, and again in 2006-2007, but never played in Europe outside of Sporting Lisbon in the 2005-2006 season. Albert Mayong of Belenenses won it, but failed to impose himself outside Portugal. Argentine Lisandro Lopez was top scorer in the 2007-2008 season and had a decent career in France with Lyon. Brazilian striker Nen, top scorer in 2008-2009 with Nacional, moved to Cagliari for €4.5 million. Scoring 23 goals in 132 Serie A games, Oscar Cardozo won twice 2009-2010 and 2011-2012, but mostly scored only in Portugal, except for a good spell in Turkey and a flop in Greece. Between 2010 and 2015, Hulk and Jackson Martinez dominated for Porto. Hulk later shone in Russia and Brazil. Jackson flopped badly at Atletico Madrid after a €35 million move. Then left for China. Brazilian Jonas also won twice 2015-2016 and 2017-2018, but ended his career at Benfica. Bas Dost of Sporting Lisbon won the 2016-2017 title, but stayed relevant only in Portugal and the Netherlands. In 2018-2019, Haris Seferovic won. Serie A fans might recall him for failing to score with Fiorentina and Lecce, though he did better later in Portugal. In the 2019-2020 season, the top scorers, with just 18 goals, were Taremi, Carlos Vinicius, and Pizzi. Have you heard much about the other 2 since? In 2020-2021, Pedro Gonçalves was top scorer and still plays for Sporting Lisbon. In 2021-2022, Darwin Núñez was top scorer, later sold to Liverpool for €75 million plus bonuses. He's now considered one of the most expensive flops in football in the latest seasons. Taremi and Victor Gyökeres have shared the title. But would you really buy them after hearing all this? This is why Taremi is underperforming. Yes, he did well, but in a league where even the top scorers often flop elsewhere. Moreover, Taremi was already coming off a season where he scored just 11 goals in 35 games, clear signs that his decline had already started.